All right. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Not you up there doing your dance.
My bad.
How you doing, Esda? How you doing? How you doing? Sherrod in the
I'm
building.
good. I have my drink in this hand and my
Okay.
nectarine in this one.
Now, this show have literally, it was the title, Food and Foods, okay? It literally led up to title. We're going to get into Gstatus ATL Hustle Season 2. And this episode, I just came here to eat, that's all. But it was another title. It was another title that they had. But anyway, I like this title. Anywho, let's get into it. So,
let's get into it.
Well, the first piece was Hakeem. I don't know if you want to talk about Hakeem. They open up with him.
We can talk about everything that happened in that episode, and we're gonna start with Grandma.
So Granny it was fucking, and the guy was so who is this? The guy he was talking to, is he on a DL? Because he was assuming that he do not know that he had sex with Granny, or AKA Sir Hakeem.
Well, listen, I can't blame anyone for denying that they ever had sex with Akeem, aka Grandma, because I would deny that shit. Because I wouldn't want nobody to know he had sex either. Look at him. Anyways,
so you wouldn't let him smash? You wouldn't let him smash? You wouldn't let Hakeem?
No.
You want rat his face?
I wouldn't even let Akeem sniff my shit. Okay, so I would not let him smash. Period. However, I feel like Zion was just like, okay, bro, you got me on this camera. You doing too much. I haven't heard from you, but all of a sudden you want to get me on this camera and air out our business. But then in the same token, you want to invite me to your shit. Like, it don't work like that. So I kind of feel where Zion is coming from. I don't know much about him, but I mean, he's cool. You know, I don't have an issue with him.
So I want to get into this. Speaking about that piece, I just think it was a little too much for Hakeem to do that. I really say I believe that Zion was uncomfortable. He did not like the camera on.
He was.
I didn't think he want people to know that he was fucking a 50-year-old man. I don't think that he wanted the world to know that. I didn't.
Right. I feel like
I didn't.
I agree. Like,
because he's talking about the man dick wasn't that big, it wasn't that great. I'm like, I don't think he won't. And you can just tell Hakeem does a lot on the camera.
Regardless of if the dick was big, small, it was memorable enough for Hakeem to even bring it up.
Let's get into the eyebrows. Do you feel like the eyebrows a little bit too much? Because to me, the makeup don't fit him. He's a darker skinned guy, and I feel like the makeup on Hakeem, it is no shade. It's too light, in my humble opinion.
I mean, however he beat his face, that's what he got to do. I don't have to do shit like that, so I really don't know what all goes into beating faces and shit like that. I will say his eyebrows look good for them to be drawn and traced. You know, Hakeem, he's good at his craft. You know, he's a clown, so he's very good at painting, and not just faces. Oops.
Oh no!
Did I just spill something? My bad. Whoops.
So that was that piece. Then we get into you and this new cast member. I didn't know, Roman. So he's on the show, very attractive. Y'all were in the gym working out. And so let's get into that. How did you meet Roman? How's that?
I met Roman years ago. Through HD Productions. We worked on a few projects together, and then we just became cool. You know what I'm saying? He's very attractive. He's very private, even though You know what I'm saying? Like he's in the house and stuff like that. Like he's very private.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see him or hear his name in a lot of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's cool, and I don't know, we just got good vibes. And then like we just kept in touch throughout the years or whatever. And then I didn't even know he even auditioned for the show until Hibachi. So that was cool.
So
that was cool.
When y'all went out, y'all at the gym, you were talking, and it seems to me that you're having an issue yet again in season 2. Who do you have an issue with on the cast? Because it seems to me that you are really, for last episode was Charlie, but this episode is somebody else.
This episode, it was numerous people. We talked about Tramel. I guess Tramel slid in his DM and they were like flirting or whatever. I don't know. But I was just telling him like, look, I don't care to be friends with him no more. At that moment, it was just like, I'm over it because I've seen him. I tried to speak and he wasn't having it. So now at this hibachi, it's like, fuck it. But then, Hey Mikey was there, and how that whole situation started off. Hey Mikey called me and was like, I'm gonna have Tramel at the radio station. Woo. I said, well, whatever you do not. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Yeah, I said, whatever you do not reference me. Don't talk about me. Don't mention my name. Whatever, ski. He said, okay, cool. I got you. A day or two later, I found out that they referenced me for about a good 2-3 minutes, or however long, whatever. But my thing is, I've asked you, don't do it. I was like, if you my homie, just look out for me and don't do it. It came about anyway. So it got back to me. I said, well, I'm just gonna address him about it. I don't gotta be, I'm not gonna be belligerent or rude. I'm just gonna be like, why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Then of course, Brandon Carson was there as well. Now, me and his history is very strange because one minute I think you like me, then the next minute you don't, and I'm hearing shit that you saying behind my back, and how you could never, I could never, and this and this and that. But look at you now.
And you say I could never. So, you're talking about porn, because now Brandon Carson does do porn, and I heard, this is me, in the streets, that he was criticizing you, you busting it wide open for a coin, and now he's slanging that penny and busting it wide open on the OnlyFans. And I can confirm that Brandon Carson have an OnlyFans because I was over there, I watched it, I was subscribed, but he don't do no fucking. He just show his booty cheeks and his dick, and I get kind of bored with that. I want to see something going inside your booty cheeks other than you spreading it open. But how do you feel now?
And I honestly, I don't want to knock him for doing it because we in quarantine right now. You gotta make your money, whatever. The fact of the matter is that you got on me so hard, or you to my face, you was like, fuck what everybody got to say, but then behind my back, you saying this shit, and I don't fit into your brand and all this, but look at what you're doing.
And he even spoke against Rico Hewitt doing porn too. I've heard that. It's just me.
He did, but y'all did about him together. Y'all was rubbing dicks and shit, and now all of a sudden you're doing all this extra shit.
And because when he did the porn and when he done it, to me, I feel like he's bougie. I think that Brandon Carson is bougie, and I feel like he speak against you because he think you ghetto. Do you feel like Brandon Carson was bougie and he just thought that you were ghetto and ratchet?
Brandon Carson, and I heard he had some shit to say too when the premiere dropped.
Okay, now I want to get into that. I want to know what did he say, because when you heard his name, when
I don't know what he
when the
said because
episode when
I
Brandon stood up with it looked like he was a painter, looked like he left laying to paint a portrait or something with the thing on his head, and you heard his name and your face just turned to the side. So
was
why?
in my
Because you had a
hibachi. I
strange
was
look on your
like,
face.
I had a stink look on my face because it's just like it was just he just was he was like, "Hi, my name is Brandon Carson." For those of you who don't, it was just very like well scripted, and it's like, Brandon, come on, because I heard about you cutting up in Miami. Shut this down.
He heard it. We get into this. We're talking. I normally get a couple of DMs and emails, and I just tag Roman in it, and of course Charlie. Of course he told me to keep it cute, but we're gonna get into him too. But this episode,
Keep it cute.
he told me to keep it cute, but I have to criticize because I think he just do a little bit too much. Yes, you have good music, but your personality is trash. It's a stank person. He have a doodoo personality, but his music is okay. But his personality, girl, you acting like you on Lil Nas X level. You acting like you on Beyonce level, Jay-Z level, and you're still just a underground gay rapper. But that's just my personal opinion. It's not what Sherrod thinks. This is what I think. I just think he do a little bit too much on the show. But when you were speaking about Brandon Carson, to me, I thought y'all must have sex. There's some that y'all had a one-night stand, because I felt some tension there.
It was tension because I found out what he said and who he said it to, and it got back to me. And it's like, bitch, how dare you? Because I've never said anything bad about you. I remember at one point I was doing the most just to fit in with him and the rest of the people from About Him. I can admit that. But for you to sit up there and dog me out and saying, "Oh, your brand, I can't work with him. His brand, I don't be associated with porn stars and this and that." But bitch, About Him was strictly soft porn. Okay? Now you're doing OnlyFans and you busting your cocoa butter all over the world on Twitter. I did see the same video you had on Twitter. It was on Noah's Ark. Bitch, you made it because you're showing your ass on Noah's Ark, the Corona Chronicles, bitch. You made it. And let me guess, if you feel like you made it because you showed your ass. So if that ain't associated with porn, soft porn, bitch, I don't know what is, because the story didn't have no lines.
It was just soft porn, but my thing is this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Sherrod. I think
bitch,
like
I'm gonna make it bitch doing heavy porn, bitch, and then I'm gonna walk the runway, and then I'm gonna go to that table read, and then I'm gonna bust it down and get my coin.
So wow. So why was Brandon Carson there? Because Hakeem, he said an event, he having this event. You all at a restaurant, and Delicious was there, and I love Delicious. We're gonna get into her. And so I'm seeing everybody there.
Yeah, he called Delicious a white girl with a pink wig.
Wow.
Not Brandon.
No, Hakeem said Grandma. That. Grandma said yes. That. And I felt that was wrong to say, because Delicious is that was very disrespectful. And to me, this is me. I don't know why production got Hakeem on, maybe because he's an old clown, old fool, but he don't fit the cast. It's just generational. It's just a generational gap.
If there was a senior citizen Gstatus, he fit right the fuck on in. He can be the head honcho, whatever. Baby, you are past your prom, Grandma. You need to go read nursing.
Because this is the most nastiest shit I've seen Hakeem did in the show. He spit the food out of his mouth. I thought that was so disgusting. That was so disgusting. I did not like that.
He ate the food and then spit it out. I thought he was taking on his veneers or whatever the fuck, but it was broccoli or whatever the fuck that shit was. And he set it down on the table like a real bitch, like, hold on. Like a real bitch.
And this is what got me. He picked the fork back up and kept eating the fuck. He spit out. I'm like, you are a nasty bitch. You is a nasty old bitch. I thought that was disgusting when he did that.
Did you see the video that's posted on IG?
I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, Zion posted a video of him in the cars. Give him a bump. Give him a bump. He snorted that bump.
Oh my God! So he does cocaine. Oh my gosh! Why? I didn't think
he did.
Well, he does look like, you know what I'm saying. He does look like he's on coke. He looks like he have an addiction. But I would say this in that episode, you all were in the restaurant. It was another guy that was there that were trying to rap. I think he was doing a little bit too much.
Sheet sweater.
Yes, he was doing too much. He was saying that.
So this,
go ahead.
This is what I got to say about that. Now, I seen him, and prior to me seeing him, he said to me, I ain't talk shit about you in the confessionals, you know. I talk shit about everybody else. I ain't talk shit about you. Woo. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, as I turned on the episode, this bitch introduction bitch then it went to a whole maze like he just did a hot 16. I'm like, oh, where the fuck are we at? I didn't know what he was doing. But then, you know, he just was going in on me. Now, I knew that he would because it wouldn't be of nature if he didn't, because we had some tension when I first got to Hibachi because of what happened prior to us sitting down, which I felt was very unnecessary because I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't say anything to you, but you felt the need to be extra and say blase ski, and it's like, maybe I shouldn't have gave you all that. Maybe I shouldn't have just fed into that bullshit because you're new, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta make a way or da. But I was just letting people know that this season, don't fuck with me. I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I'm gonna say how I feel, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. And he was going in on everybody, and I was just like, why? Like, why are you going in so hard on everybody when you need to be getting to know these people and networking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to read them and all that because you don't know what y'all can help each other with. But now I feel like it don't even matter at this point because I'm pretty sure a lot of people was upset with him.
It's because he was reading, I would say, everybody in the cast. Everybody was getting read. Everybody he was reading, and I think he was doing a little bit too much. The brother cannot rap. I personally believe that he can't. He's not a good rapper.
Well, this is what got me. Supposedly you was on MTV. He didn't say the name of the show. If you was on MTV, say the name of the show. You got flued out. Okay. So you got mad at me for coming to set and getting my hair braided, getting styled, whatever the case may be. That's what people do when they're on a show successfully. That's what people do when the show that they're on has a budget to pay for those things. So I hope you didn't fly or get flued out already dressed to come to your MTV casting or show. Because if you did, you don't need to talk or say anything else.
Because they criticize you.
When you're on a show, when you're on a network, they're gonna have stylists, hairdressers, makeup, this, and that. So what's the read in that? Like, what's the read? And bitch, I still look better than you.
Because I was saying that they would say you had to get dressed. And everybody was criticizing, but I said you're supposed to have someone. I've been on sets where you have people that will dress you, that will put on your makeup. Right. That's what you're supposed to do. So I don't think that's a different. You might come in and you're supposed to have all that. So I have that experience. So that wasn't so uncommon. But do you feel as though because you busted wide open on OnlyFans, on porn, that they come at you so hard, but a lot of those girls, they busted wide open, they just so happen don't get it paid for what they do? Because I don't understand the thing, because these are predominantly gay men that suck dick, get fucked, some shit on dicks as well. I'm not going to say any names, but I have some sources. But I don't understand why they come at you. You're so adorable, you're so sweet and very intelligent, and you get paid for
Thank
what
you.
you do. I don't understand why they come
And
at
I
you so
can
much.
talk and hold a conversation, and I can pronunciate my words, and I can make sense when I'm speaking. And in my green screens, I can put the subtitles on, and it'll match what comes out of my mouth, unlike some of these other castmates. However, I don't know why. I think because it's just an easy target, and it doesn't bother me like it used to last year or any other time, because I'm comfortable. I walk in it, I own it, and I'm still getting booked for fashion shows and other stuff that's coming up. So my thing is, you can say, oh yeah, Sherrod doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. However, you watched it, you liked it to talk about it, but you bringing it up now isn't hurting me. You see what I'm saying? So I think they just do that or say that to get a key or whatever, but it doesn't bother me like that. Especially me not knowing for it's kind of like, okay, well, talk your shit. It is what it is.
And then for, I would say, good girlfriend, Attack Dog was invited to the dinner. Now that cast member you had a fight with for best friend, and last year. So
Right.
take us back. Why was that? Why were you all having this problem in the show?
Me and December had an issue. Me and December had an issue first season. Really, I guess it was because how he came on the show with the information he was given and how he delivered it. And you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot. It was too much. However, he really didn't bother me. But when we got into it, it was just like the wrong place at the wrong time. And I really, like I said, I really wish that was Corday as opposed to him, because I really didn't want to do that with him. But it just so happened that he was there. And so it just happened. And then from that, like, of course, once we fight, you know what I'm saying? Once you fight anybody, it's like, okay, we got beef for real, because we physically touch each other. And yeah, that was pretty much it. That's how that started. And then coming into this season, it was like why, like what are we finna network? What are we finna do? Like, we have like what are we finna do? So Akeem bringing him as a surprise guest to come and do a project, or what, we don't even know what it is he wanted us to do, because we couldn't get to that point. I was just like, oh Lord, because I already got half this side against me, and now December coming in, and it's like, okay, more fuckery.
Do you feel like Hakeem did that to be messy? Because why would you have Jay Shember invited to this and knowing that it's tension? Do you feel like he did it for violence to take place? For plates to be flying?
No,
and
I don't think Akeem, this is the thing. Don't about that door.
Because I want to hear. And we have S. Sherrod on the show. And of course, we will drop the link and allow people, if y'all want to come in and give y'all viewpoints on it. And we have to have these conversations. Now, I'm already getting DMs from some people in there don't like it. But what I'm saying, but of course, I did not ask any questions about Signal 23 TV. I'm not going to bring Signal 23 TV. I have a lot of questions to ask, but I'm not going to do that. So somebody, just because you send producers that, I didn't ask them any questions about Signal 23. But I will say with Jay Summer, because when he came so aggressive, like he's such a bad beat. He's skinny and small. They're like, I could think you can beat him up because he's not all that way. Because I'm like, he not the like you, like come on.
December is, he don't give a fuck. Like, one thing I noticed about him, he will fight, he will talk his shit, he will bag it up. Whether win or lose, he gonna talk his shit, he gonna fight you. And that's him.
I feel you on that. In this, because let's get into the fight. What? Because I've seen how Devon stood up for you.
Right. And you know what? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in that moment, with that, I didn't want it to seem like I needed anybody to stick up for me, because I was gonna hold my own regardless. I know that they please, this is not my office. Now go get one upstairs from the closet. Pause.
Okay, we all have something. Okay, people, let's get into this. Actually, I'm gonna do another countdown. So after the countdown, we're gonna come back with some more questions. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing another countdown so we can take a little breather, and then we'll come back with some more questions. You can use what's in that computer. You're not using mine. All right, so we're back live, and we were talking about Jay Summer. Do you feel like you still want to fight him to this day? Do you still like you want to aggressively beat him up? Do you still have that energy? Because I would like to know.
You asking me the question?
Yeah, I'm asking you the question. You feel like you still want to fuck?
I'm pretty much over it. Like he's not my issue this season.
I feel you on that.
So if I don't have a major issue with you, then I'm not gonna put all that energy into you.
He's not here. I feel you on that. Excuse me, we get a lot of distractions today. It's like when you're doing a show, it's like getting a lot of distractions. Who do you hate on the show? Because I want to get into it, and of course I'm going to drop the link and allow people to ask their questions, but give me a second, because on the show, I think that you are the face of Gstatus ATL Hustle. I think no one comes close to you on the show. I think you're the brand of the show. But I feel like Charlie is really is competing you with that spot. Do you feel that way?
I don't, because we're in two different lanes. And
okay,
one thing I would Hello? I don't know where you went.
All right.
Are you
because back? even with Charlie, I think that he does a little bit too much. I call him the Diana Ross of the cast because he do a little bit too much. But he's talented though. But are you into his music? Let me ask you, because to me, I think he's talented.
Me, honestly, I never listened to his music. I have no reason to. I have no fire to. Like I said, we're in two different lanes. And one thing I would never do is swerve into somebody else's shit. If I'm not in, like, that's not, I'm not going to swerve in your lane if that's not where I need to be going. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people on this cast swerve when they need to just focus and keep straight.
Mm-hmm. And speaking about our guy and Charlie, they were throwing shade that they weren't at the dinner. Do you feel like that they thought they were classy? How do you feel like Charlie and Arga not attending the dinner?
I feel like, hold on,
because I would like to know, because when I saw them at the fashion show, when I saw them at the event, I said, okay, let's have this conversation. And they were like, well, I'm not going to come to the event. I'm not going to come to the event. The event, I guess we're too classy for that. And of course, I was talking to a couple of sources, and they were saying that they don't see it for you girls. That's what a source told me. A source told me that the reason they did not attend because they don't see it for you all. They think they're better. That's what a source told me. And of course, I don't know, but I'm asking you: do you feel like our guy and Charlie are better than you or than the cast? Because I feel like they're having their own show and y'all having. I think it's like two different shows going
on. Well, to answer the first question, if they had a choice not to come to the dinner and they went to a fashion show, the network, cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? However, if I can give this disclaimer or insider, like Charlie never shows up to anything. Charlie shows up to what Charlie wants to show up to. That's how he roll. That's what he do. So, like, Akeem should have known that Charlie wasn't gonna be there. Hell, we all should know Charlie wasn't gonna be there because he barely shows up to anything that the whole cast is doing. I can't remember too many events that I've seen Charlie show up to this season. Oh, but I can tell you a time where he showed up when he wasn't invited this season.
Wow.
However, you guys will see that later on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And of course, you know, our guy is in the chat as well. But
right,
I personally believe that if Charlie and yourself was on the show will be boring because between his actors and his dressing and the makeup and the glittery lipstick and the glittery stuff and your antics and you always have a problem with somebody on the show. I think it would be very boring. And I even like, you know, Hakeem on the show because he's a clown and he's entertaining.
Everybody brings something to the show.
Now, but I would say, what was his name? Is it Isaiah, the singer?
Did you say Isaiah? Ike.
Not Ike. Ike. Oh, I said Isaiah. I'm sorry. Ike on the show. I think he's not good for the show. I think it's too much mess. Ike is not about to get messy. I just think him and Shamel probably fucking. You know, I think they're fucking on the show. I heard from a source that they're fucking. I heard from a source because you know me. I don't know
if Shamel and Ike are fucking.
I heard Ike and Shamel are fucking. I've heard that from 3 sources in there. I could be wrong, but my sources are never wrong. I have sources all in Atlanta that gives me detailed tea about what's going on. This is why I'm so hated about that.
Well, but I do remember a time where I was being messy and I seen some shit and I reported to somebody off the show about what I saw. However, I didn't go any further into details because I don't really know. I just was being messy. But as far as them doing it, I don't know. I don't know. It'd be juicy to find out if they did, though. It'd be real juicy to find out if they did because Ike said, you know, he can fuck everybody from Marietta to Florida. He said, he can fuck anybody. Yeah. He said he can fuck anybody he wants.
I think so. I think he can fuck, but because I see the chemistry of them fucking. I see it even with my source. I see it.
Who would be the bottom?
Well, wow. That is a question because I think both of them are bottoms. It would surprise me. Both of them look very bottom-like. I think they could be oral. I think they could just suck each other cocks, and you know.
Wow, you are so messy.
I can't see a top in that situation. If you ask me that question, I can't see a top in that situation. I do see a lot of oral and gagging and saliva, but I don't see any tops in that situation. But I could be wrong. You know, Tramel could be a very dominant top, but my sources even from Jack tell me that that's not the case. So I have sources. But Esdot, what do you see yourself doing? Because you're doing movies and you're into acting.
Yes, I just had a premiere for When Love Takes Over. It was very successful, and you guys can go watch it now on the Dream TV House Network.
Continue what's going on.
And also, I have another movie project that I'm working on, which we'll start that. I think in a month or so. We're just trying to wait for this corona to back down. But yeah, I have some projects and stuff I'm working on, so I'm excited about that. However,
Absolutely
I
not.
don't
It's
know
not
who else the
for
cast
nobody to you.
is fucking. I don't care to know because they're not fucking me. So I'm not worried about who they're fucking. However, this is only the second episode. We're about to get into the third episode.
Jamel, let me say something. And I love the movie, and I love the fact that you're in the movie. I gotta watch it because you're talented, and I want to do that. And someone said Tramel's in the relationship. That don't mean that you ain't fucking another nigga just because you're in the relationship. This is all allegedly. I could be wrong, but I'm probably not wrong. Probably not wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm probably not. But in the movie, because I saw a scene you were kissing somebody in the movie, and I'm like, you are an amazing actor. You can act, but how do you do that? Like kiss somebody on there? Like, do they get hard? Like, do they want to go with you? Have you ever dated an actor that you kissed on there?
I've tried to mix business and pleasure a few times in the past, but it just really didn't work out. So I guess you say you learned the hard way, and you ain't going, try to make everything easy. But with that being said, no, I don't mix business with pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Bakari Schumann is a very talented actor. That's the main shit. This drink got me fucked up.
I know. Hold on one second. Let me lock this door, y'all. I got to get into a story time. Hold on 1 second.
Right. That's the main lead. Shout out to Bakari. But no, I don't think I've hooked up with anybody that I've ever.
Sorry about the interruption. My last
I never hooked up with
before we take some calls.
Oh, go ahead.
What I want to get the last question. When are you going to settle down?
Whew. We was just talking about that, and after watching my own movie, I was just like, Sherrod, like you have the potential to be somebody's everything. You have a lot of love to give. You have a lot to offer. You're very, I wouldn't say I'm successful, but I'm very. I'm getting that success, that recognition, and it's just like I would love to share that with somebody. However, I'm not about to just hop on a train with the first person that shows interest, because I need to know what you're about, where your head at. You're not going to try to change what I do. You're not going to, switch on me. You know what I'm saying? I need to know that this person is going to be loyal, respectful. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my thing. Let me get the bag for us, and you get your bag, and then there we go.
And I just hope that it just don't end up for you like a Rico Puig and the other guy that was. I don't want that you with another, because that can be. So I want somebody that honor what you have, uplift and support you. They have their dreams, they have their goals, and you have your role. So
I honestly said I didn't want anybody in entertainment. Period. I wanted somebody who's like Wall Street, blue collar, a librarian, something. Like,
come through from the librarian. I got my book here.
Okay, look at you. I want somebody who's not in entertainment, because I don't have time for. First of all, that can be competitive.
Yes, it can.
Second of all, it can be an issue because you may be home, but then they're not home because they're working or they got a gig, and it's vice versa. And it's like, okay. I just want somebody the complete opposite. They could be white, Puerto Rican, whatever. Like I just need somebody who's a man.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm very dramatic, but with that, I'm sexy. I'm loving. I'll cook for you, rub your feet, suck your toes, rub your back, do whatever you want me to do. But I just need loyalty, and I will give that to you.
Absolutely.
And yes, I will stop this adult stuff and all that. Like, if the person that comes into my life if I know that that's for real, I will definitely give all that shit up. I don't have a problem with that. I don't.
And this, they were saying that, oh, Tramel is in a relationship. I've fucked a lot of people that was in relationships. That means absolutely nothing.
Well, I don't want to speak on someone's
relationship.
because
I'm speaking because I know this source is a hoe. And I have a lot of hoes that is my sources. And I know this hoe won't lie. But it could be a lie, but I highly doubt it.
It could have been before he was in a relationship.
It could have been. That could have been. That could have been.
I didn't know Sherrod was in a relationship. However,
I didn't know that either.
Something recently took place, and it just put me back in a headspace that I didn't want to be at. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, look,
I didn't know that either. Okay. We have somebody that's in here. What you want to ask the question?
Tarish.
Hello.
Tarish Ford.
Go ahead, Tarish.
Yes. How you doing, Wiley?
Hi.
How you doing, Sherrod?
How you doing?
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
How you doing, boo?
Yes.
Wiley, I just wanted to tell you that I love you, and I've been a fan of yours for a long time. But Sherrod, I want to ask you a question, and correct me if I'm wrong. That I don't know if the trailer was mixed up, because I know how they mixed up a lot of things. But is it true that you slept with Devon's boyfriend?
No. And I can say that because I mean, I really can't speak on that as of now, but I can say it's always when you hear something like that, or you get a story or a situation like that, that person is quick to run to whoever their partner or their mate cheated on them with, when you need to be checking who you lay down with. And that's what I'm gonna say about that. I don't have to take anybody else's man. I don't have to sneak and sleep with anybody else's man. That's never been my MO or my motto. I've always had my own. And if I did sleep with somebody else's man, I surely didn't know that they had a man. So I hope that answers your question, my love.
Okay.
But
wow.
Definitely.
I'm not the only one here. Messy tonight, but I didn't hear that.
I will say tune in, because it's definitely going to make it seem like it's something that it's not, and I can't wait till everybody knows the truth.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Okay,
and
well, congratulations to you, Sherrod, on the second season of Gstatus Hustle. And Wiley, I love you, and I'll tune in.
Okay,
thank you.
So you know, I believe this show, when the fight was signed, I said, y'all got some good camera people. Whoever is behind this got coin. It wasn't no cheap lights. And it was so good that Chasing Atlanta posted, we're looking for new cameraman. Because once we saw the production behind Gstatus, I mean, boom mics, top of the line camera equipment.
Right.
I mean, you all are the best. I would say it again. In the web series game, y'all are ready for television. Y'all
Thank you.
Ready for television. Ready.
Thank you.
And I think you need that moment for more people to see you, and you're gonna go further. You know, that way. If Maddie can be a millionaire and have a basement, you can have that too. And Maddie started doing porn, and she took that and made it into a massive brand. So don't be ashamed, because when Maddie were doing it, and Maddie still get those residuals, and she just picked up on a new band. So I mean, but she does a lot. She has her brand. She does acting and all of that. And I just think that you do need to do more social media. I think you does a lot of Instagram. You need a YouTube channel. If we were together, I would be pimping you on the social media. You'll be everywhere, in my humble opinion.
Well, yeah, I definitely need a team behind me, like I told you last time. Because, you know, there's no I in team, and every great artist that you see has a team behind them. I don't know one artist that's just doing every fucking thing by themselves, and if they are, kudos to them. But I'm definitely going to get to that point. I've learned, and I'm still learning, that I do have to be patient. I'm also learning that I am selfish.
Yes.
So I need to fix that. But, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. And, You know, hell, neither was I.
And we
It took
all
9
have.
months. It took 9 months to create me. Shit.
Yes, and I'm glad that you're doing incredible thing. But who do you think should host the reunion show?
I think who should host the reunion?
Because everybody's wanted me to ask you the question. I'm looking at some DMs. They say, ask Sherrod, who do you think that should host the reunion show?
I love Trinity and the other guy that hosted. However, I would say either, and I know, like, I love Imani Van Zap, so I definitely think she'll be great.
Absolutely.
Even T.S. Madison.
T.S. Madison, great too. I love T.S. Madison. But I personally, I love T.S. is definitely good. I would like Milan Christopher to host the show. I would like Milan Christopher to host because
I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that.
It's different because I don't want the same host on the same show because it needs to be different. I think Milan will be great because it will be fresh. I don't want to be the host because I'll be fighting the cast because I'm very, very messy. And I will be a host that will be physically fighting because I want especially if they're coming at you, I'm going to fight. I can just see that right now. Punch somebody in the eye, body slamming them. Some comedy equipment going to be destroyed. So I don't have the patience to do it, and I don't have the. I will be fighting, literally.
I would say Milan Christopher or even his ex fiance. What was that dude name?
Sherrod.
Sherrod.
Whatever his name is, you know, the one that said he was straight.
Yeah, or
that
Andy
would
Cohen.
Be cute too. That would be.
I would even take RuPaul.
That would be RuPaul. That would be great too. I would be here for it because whoever it is, it got to be different in front. But I know me, if I'm host, I'll be fighting a couple of people. Hakeem will get knocked in his eye, and that other girl, definitely she got to get knocked out. She just does too much.
I don't know if you're familiar with Chicago, but in Chicago they have somebody called Rough and Stuff.
I'm from Chicago, born and raised. Rough and Stuff would be perfect.
Yeah. Rough and Stuff would be hilarious.
That will literally make Gstatus different.
That is dope. Rough and Stuff if she's still doing her thing because I can remember me and my best friend was downtown in Chicago. And he was a man, like he wasn't dressed in drag or nothing. And my best friend was like, "Damn, who was that?" I said, "Oh, that was Rough and Stuff from Circuit." He was like, "For real?"
Yes, so, that will be dope because that will introduce Rough and Stuff to a international platform. So that will be dope. Only thing they give Rough and Stuff a coin, Rough and Stuff will be there. I think that will be dope because she's very funny. And I was not into drag shows, but I got invited to come. I think it was to Hyatt one day, and she was doing hosting, and I was like, she's talented. But as a nigga, I would hit that. I would smash that. I definitely would. I would definitely and definitely would date a dragon because she gets the coin or he gets the coin. What's she gonna go? He gets the bag, and he's
very good at what he does. Very,
and also, he get the white people. The white people love his. You know, he get that coin too.
Exactly, because he's funny in all different aspects.
Either that or Flame Monroe would be great. Because I want Gstatus ATL Hustle to get somebody that is an A-lister. That is an A-lister, like a Flame Monroe or a Rough and Stuff. Definitely with that.
I was on that.
China Taylor will definitely be great to host it. I honestly, whoever it is, they got to be great. They got to be an A-lister. They got to be a mega because the production is incredible. I feel as the only critique I have for the show, every cast member needs to do more shows. They need to be hungry like you, S. Dot. A lot of the cast members are not as hungry. But if I was on a show like I'd be on everybody's show, promoting, working my ass off because the show, the quality is on point, and you got a good storyline. You had good
time. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's only the second episode, going into the third, and I hate that it already started off so explosive with this drama. But by the fourth, fifth, sixth, like you're definitely gonna see like everybody doing their shit.
Yeah.
Like you're
Oh, you know
definitely
what? And I think Ahmad Wiggins should host the Gstatus ATL Hustle. He's hated. I think Ahmad Wiggins. I really think so. I think that you should get into him.
I don't know him.
I know a lot of people don't like him, but I think it would just be great. Either Tasha K. I'm just looking up some people. I will be in the production ear because I want I want it to be so fucking hot. Legendary.
But
I know
you also want somebody who's non-biased.
Yes.
But gonna keep it real, be funny, be interesting, be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And let me get one thing cleared up too, because these reviewers, like, shout out to them. I don't be in all their DMs, you know what I'm saying? I reached out to a few of them to say thank you. However, I don't be telling them to like not say bad things about me. I want them to be as non-biased as possible because they're watching and I'm watching it too. So if that's how they feel and that's what they think, so be it. So I just wanted to clear it up that I'm not paying them to say nice shit about me because no, they're blogging, that's what they do, so do it.
But you got to understand too, you've been doing this for a long time. You're more likable. You're more of a face. You've done shows. People, you have fans. You have supporters. So it's going to be hard for people not to be biased when they've been following you forever, been following your shows and everything. So that's why you're different than a lot of other girls on the show because you're more out there. I would love to see Ike more out there. He needs to get away from Tramiel. Like he needs to be more active with interviews because he's a talented artist. His stuff was on iTunes. But you would not know that. Him just up in Tramiel ass. And I'm not throwing shade because on the Wiley Show, but I'm keeping it real. I'm like, nigga, you a whole superstar. Like, get into your music. Like, break out in the fucking song. Like, every time I hear
listen, but this only the second episode.
Okay,
so
it's
definitely more to come because I fucks with Ike, but trust me, Tramiel is not the only egg in his basket.
Ooh, I'm here for it. I'm glad I'm here for it because you know me. I keep it 100% real. Right. You know what I'm saying? I keep it 100% real on the show. But another piece of it too is I'm here for it. I cannot wait to see the rest of this show. It started out with a hiccup. It started out with the show, but it made the show more hot. It's like, man, y'all, this is something new, something fresh.
And I definitely hope that we can branch off like the other ones and get a Gstatus California hustle, a Gstatus Texas hustle, Gstatus New York. You know, it takes time to get to that point. However, this is home. You know what I'm saying? And we're definitely gonna get there. As much as I may have got pissed off this season, irritated, wanted to quit, but I noticed that, you know, this is my baby too. I gotta nurture it. I gotta do all the other things.
Absolutely. And I'm here for the reviewers because let me tell you, the more messy the reviews, the more attention the show gets. That's just the beast of the business of the show. But I can't wait. How can people follow you and get some more in contact with what you're doing?
Yes, definitely. You guys can reach me on Instagram. I have 2 pages. S_DOT88. That's my everyday page. Or Sherrod Antoine. SHERROD ANTIONNE. That's my other Instagram. And then Sherrod Willis on Facebook. Also, The Fiji on Twitter.
On that one, be ready for that. Be 18 and up for that one.
No, you got to be 21. That's for the 21.
Be 21 and up and over. Yes, and
I'm actually thinking about doing I was thinking about doing like my own little cabin trip or my own little retreat, like a meat retreat. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm here for it. I'm really, really here for it. I'm gonna travel more because I'm excited. I want to get into Atlanta, but I'm glad I'm not there because the culture is a lot of fakeness. It's just like it's just like a lot of fakeness. It's but I will say this: you are so real. I've been knowing you for a long time, and you are a hustler. You've been out here in all of these shows doing the damn thing. I'm really, really here for it.
Yes.
And your Twitter.
Well,
somebody asked
like
Twitter.
I said last show.
Somebody asked for your Twitter. What's your Twitter?
Oh, my Twitter is TheeFiji.
Yes, and of course I will.
But thank you, Robert. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucks with you, I rocks with you. You know what I'm saying? It was something about you that I can relate to because you're the most hated and the most loved at the same time, and so am I. And it's just like you put both of us on the show together, we're gonna do and create magic.
Absolutely, and they don't want to put me on shows because I'm dominant. I'm real. It's not. You have a brand, and people are jealous of that. You're coming in, you don't have to try. You have an audience. So when you come into a show, you got your face. You don't have to try hard. It's you. Even on your Instagram, it's just you. I feel some of the girls, even Roman said, y'all acted so fucking tough on camera, but y'all some punk pussy ass niggas in person. And he posted that out. Is that accurate?
Listen, and I can vouch for my bro, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because every day or every week it was a new target, and I feel like now Roman is the target, and then it's gonna be back to me. Then it's gonna be delicious. And it's just gonna be like us three each week. I feel like it's gonna be a target each week. I feel it. However, we give you authenticity, we give you realness. And you can't hate us. And if you do hate us, it won't be for long. Trust me. Because you're going to think back and you were like, damn, I could relate to that shit. So I can't hate. I can't. And not saying I'm going to hate on the other cast members, but like I said, everybody just needs to stay in their lane. When you do this, you ain't got no problems. But when you do this, you got problems.
Absolutely. And because, if I would review the show, I know what the viewers like. See, a lot of these reunion hosts, they're so bougie and stuck up. And they're not fucking fans of the fucking show. Number one. Some of them, the producers give them a script and they they don't watch the show like that.
You know who I thought about?
Who you think about?
New York, Tiffany Pollard, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, my God, bitch. If Tiffany Pollard, that to me,
we need to make that happen. We need to make that happen. Tiffany Pollard, New York. If you are watching this, we need you on the Gstatus.
I would love that because that's how you tape. That's how you shop shit for networks. If she co-signs that and do a reunion, and it hits those blogs because you want to get on those blogs. And like Kaya is even another good look because that's how you make it for that way. But if the cast really put it out there, I think it can happen. Because I don't want the show to
be cool with Nene Leakes.
Even Nene was great too. Because I'm looking at the views.
She knows most of us anyway.
Absolutely, I would love for it. I think it will be great. I'm here for it. I'm reviewing the show, and I have to introduce my audience because my audience is predominantly women, and they're not into
LGBT. Hey, ladies.
Yeah, they're predominantly women, but I still say if I would ever make it and get an audience, I will always be faithful to my community and talk about the show. And so that's what I'm doing here. And I thank you for coming on, brother, for showing the love and support.
Well, yes. I want people to know that, every time the episode drops, we're going to do an after show, a live after show. It was just unfortunate that we couldn't do it this past Sunday. But however, whether we do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're going to get it, and it's going to be dope. And like I said, since I'm doing this with you, I'm definitely going to make you part of the brand because my producer actually called me and he was looking forward to this live. And that's the good thing. So,
and I'm here for it. And
you ain't going nowhere.
Okay. And I don't hate it. Because I asked the questions to me. I am not a social I just love that. I'm media. I love to ask questions because I would never forget. I was in front of Brandon Carson. We went to the event and Raheem, he booked you. But I said, Brandon, how do you feel that Gary LeVar took your spot? And when I asked that question, everyone like, oh my gosh, you're so messy. I am very messy because I try to tell that Atlanta is not just Atlanta T. Y'all have shows that internationally y'all have fans. So it may be it may be gone in Atlanta, but people in Georgia, I mean, in Dallas want to know, or Alabama or Chicago, y'all have a national, international brand. It's not just Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching some show with you back in Chicago. Now I'm in Dallas. So this is a national show. The Wiley is a national, international show. When you're on YouTube, you have international show. It may be online, but
I was doing stuff.
It's national.
I was doing stuff with Full Effect out in Chicago. We did, and that was my first ever. Well, no, not my first ever, but they were a hip hop theatrical dance company, or theatrical dance company, urban theatrical dance company, and that was my first time ever being a part of something like that, where they had this big platform where they was opening up for concerts and doing stuff on YouTube. I was so happy to be a part of that, and I knew that. Shout out to Dane Campbell, shout out to Blair Christian, and I knew that I didn't want to stop, and I knew that this was just like a stepping stone to where I need to be. And I appreciate for being a part of that company because they taught me a lot. It wasn't all, berries and roses. However, at the end of the day, it was a family, and we delivered a message. We had an amazing team, amazing talent. Blair is one of Missy Elliott's choreographers. Dang, he had like some of the top plays throughout Chicago. So I'm so glad to be a part of that and to grow with that and take from that. And now I'm here.
Absolutely. And
yeah.
And you've been going strong. And I think that we have to do a better job in supporting you as well as LGBT content creators.
Right.
Because even gay people, just like the show, the Mott Wiggins show or Justin J, so many bloggers with hundreds of thousands viewership, to not forget about where you come from. Because if you suck dick or ride dick, you should make sure that you review those shows of your brothers and your sisters. And that's what it is. Because I feel like, don't get shady because you get an audience now. Forget about these LGBT shows. Because before you made it, when you were homeless and you were out and about sucking dick for a sandwich, don't forget where you come from. So that's just why I'm here and leading the charge and supporting the show, because the show is dope. It's not boring.
It's only going to get better. And yes, some things may be drawn out or confessionals will overshadow me, but regardless, it's still entertaining. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it was real. Like, those conversations was real.
I love it. And even when it was long, but I wasn't bored. I was watching a show. Tasha K was interviewing somebody, and it was a very boring interview. It was over an hour. But when I watched Gstatus ATL Hustle, it was over an hour, but it was entertaining. It wasn't they ain't do a whole review about it. It was so good. The High King piece, your piece, your enrollment, and then the dinner. And it make me want to go to a restaurant like that. I've never been to a restaurant.
Now, I was kind of mad because I barely got to finish my food. I still had to pay. However, wait till you see Sunday's episode, because it ain't over.
But Delicious, we're feeding you, and I love you at Delicious. Let's get into that before you go. Delicious, yes. I think it's so real. I think that's like a good sister and brother.
Yeah, like she and I want to have her on the next show. By the way, I want her to come on here and speak her piece and how she feels. But what we have is really genuine. Like, I call her every day, I check on her every day. We was just over her house, you know what I'm saying? So that's some real shit. I'm mad I didn't get to celebrate with her and Roman the other day, but definitely like that's true friendship right there. That's true bonds. Not giving away or knocking anybody else on the show. However, it just seems not as authentic.
Yes.
And but whatever.
I'm here for it. I can't wait till you come to Dallas. I will be in Atlanta. Even during this pandemic, I'm still going to travel because we have to link up. And everybody say I'm sucking your dick and I'm on your payroll. I have my favorites. You just haven't done anything to piss me off because I'm addicted to porn. I'm addicted to it. So you are my favorite. You've been offering me
Even if I did something to piss you off, Wally, you're a blogger. You do what you do. You say how you feel. I can't get mad. The only thing I could do is come on your show and set the record straight. Just like I may not be cool with some of these people, but I don't mind if they come on and speak their piece because that's more ratings. So if in fact Charlie wants to come on here, or Tramel, or Akeem, or our guy, we could be on here together, and they could say how they feel. I'll say how I feel, and that's what it is. I'm open to that. However, I just want to let them know that this our shit, my shit. You're not gonna come and overrun no show here.
Yes. So wow. Oh man. Thank you so much. Because it's an hour and everybody is just watching. I'm getting like DMs and they're loving the interview. They want to know, are you gonna move from Atlanta? Are you gonna stay in Atlanta? Or are you gonna go somewhere else?
I definitely love it here. I would love for this quarantine shit to pass by so my career can really take off. However, I ultimately want to end up in LA.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I loved it when I was out there filming pieces. I just loved everything about LA. I hate that the clubs closed early, but besides that, it's beautiful. It's so many places you can go to just get a peace of mind. They have good-looking people out there. It's very diverse. Their gay community isn't as big. However, I'm there to work and to get booked and to make money. But
absolutely,
the only way but wherever my career takes me or my relationship, that's where I end up.
Right. I really see that for you. Because the movie, so I didn't catch it. So the movie is out already. The one that you had.
Yes, the movie. You can go to Dreamhouse TV Network, and subscribe for $5.99.
Okay.
And our movie is the first major thing on there, as well as you can get updates. We have auditions. You can be a part of the team. It's a $250 sign-on bonus. What other company is offering you that?
Wow.
So come be a part of the team. You know what I'm saying? We're working on another movie, and I just want to work.
I'm here for it. I thank you for that. I'm definitely going to check it out. If you have not get into the show, Gstatus ATL Hustle, make sure it's streamed live every Sunday on YouTube. I'm going to drop the link.
Sunday at 10 p.m. I think he's going to do a live situation where y'all can go comment. Sometimes we'll be on there. I'll definitely be watching live this Sunday. I'm going to make sure I'm back home from the day party on time. And I'm going to go live in the comments with y'all. And then if me and Wally want to go live that day or the next day, just be ready.
Yeah, and they're almost up to more views up there because I'm looking right now, they're at 33,000, over 30,000 views. So what they're trying to do now is they want it at 50,000. If they get to 50,000, they will release the episode 3 on early instead of the scheduled time. So they're almost there.
Okay, guys. Well, you heard it. Get us to 50K views. You'll probably get the episode tomorrow or Saturday.
Yeah. So get watch and leave a comment. Thank you so much.
And our next special guest for the show would be none other than my Royal Bella, Delicious Maserati.
Yes, I love Delicious. I don't see someone like her on any show, not even on television. So that casting was on. How did she get cast? Did you and now help her get it?
No, I brought her on first season because we had to film for Lit, and it was me, her, and Zafar. And then next thing I know, she just submitted herself. And she walked in confident, and she came out a cast member. So that she did all the work.
Wow, I'm here for. I love her, and she don't play, and she loves you. Like she supports you.
She do. Like, you can't say nothing bad about me in front of her because she will eat your ass up.
Wow. What they
Now I will say, and we're gonna talk about this when we bring her on. I will say later in the season, like our friendship is tested, but you'll see the end results.
Yes, I'm here for it. This was lit. I was not planning on doing the show today, but I'm happy I did it because I'm seeing so many people in the chat loving it, and they're into it. Some people say I never started watching the show until the reviews. So they were saying, I was talking to a lady earlier today. She was like, I'll have to watch the show every day. Every
Thank you. Listen, guys, and for the ladies that's watching this, right, like, please feel free if y'all want to come in and say something like the last lady did. Like, we're all for that. Like, we love to hear criticism. We love to hear feedback. Like, we love that. Come with the shit because we with it. So the next show, you're going to have me, Wiley, and our special guest, Delicious Maserati. And, you know, she going to tell you about herself, the shit that she goes through, what we've been through during filming. And come on, talk y'all shit. We ready.
Yes, I really into that, and she does music, so I was pleasantly surprised to see that. So it is a good balance on the show, I would say.
I will say you will have a free ticket, brother, to the reunion.
Yeah, I got to come to reunion, and I haven't attended nobody else's reunion because some of the shows are just I get tuned out. But this one, every single episode is a great episode. I talked to Corday. And Corday feels as though the show was not on his level. He felt as though creatively, you guys wasn't there. And I interviewed him.
Creatively, what is Corday doing? Creatively, has he topped the charts? Creatively, did he find his own man? Creatively, did he stay out of people's DMs? Creatively, did he bleach his hair black to his regular color? Creatively, did he, you know, stop sucking his mother's nipple by now? Creatively, did he get tested? Creatively, I can go on.
Wow. Okay.
Creatively, did your show ever rise? Because it's still dead right now because everybody left. Because creatively, you suck.
Oh, wow. Because I did talk to him. He is in a relationship right now. So but he said he was dating, then a guy came in, so I guess that's the guy he's with. So he did say that, you know, it wasn't on his level in so many words for the show. And
right. That's because you're not with. Okay, got it.
Because I said I had to ask you, how do you feel about it and everything? So
listen, Corday, was he good for the show? I guess. However, don't come for somebody else's crap when your shit ain't all the way up to par. Because if you're going to do a diss record, bitch, do a diss record. That Barney Arnie song that you made, claiming to diss me, Joy Simber, and whoever else you thought you was dissing, bitch, you need to go back in there and remix it, revamp it, because it was trash. And creatively, if you're going to do a show, you need to make sure you keep all of your castmates because they dropped like flies and they flopped like your album. So,
oh my gosh.
Creatively, you need to get back in the booth, talk to God, and come up with some hot shit. And stop dissing the very show that gave you more recognition than you ever had in your fucking life.
Wow. So I didn't know he was doing a show. I didn't even know. So the show came out?
Hell no, because everybody left. It was called The Elite Atlanta or something. The Elite of Atlanta.
Not the Elite Atlanta.
It was called The Elite of Atlanta. And it's cool, you know, it was creative, and you had some, like, first of all, True Fine was on there, that's my nigga. And then you had you had somebody's boyfriend on there who's a castmate of my show.
Wow.
So you was really trying to be messy. But you didn't even.
Oh my gosh. Because to me, he seems to me that he's not, that he's not. He I did ask him about you him in your DM. He said he wasn't in your DM. He was responding to a story. And that's what it seemed like. But he was not in your DM trying to get with you. He said, Wiley, he said Sherrod was incorrect. I was responding to a story, and I did not, quote, want a piece of anything from him.
Wiley, I don't have to lie on my ass.
Okay.
Corday definitely was trying to get in my pants. It just so happened that I wasn't really interested. I was flirting back, but I wasn't interested because he had nothing that I really wanted. He was handsome, but it didn't go anywhere. And maybe it was probably because when we found out we was on the show, I don't know, but I really wasn't really feeling him like that. But for him to deny and say, oh, he wasn't in my DMs, and then say, oh, well, I saw you busting it open, so I want, like, you're confusing me, buddy. Was you or was you not trying to get at me? Clearly you were. Because if you wasn't, you wouldn't be going so hard and making diss records and shit like that. Just be honest and be truthful. If you was, you was. If you wasn't, okay. But you were.
So do he have a big dick? Because I'm curious right now.
I can't even remember.
Oh, okay.
It looked as skinny, but I don't know. I don't know.
It seems to be you like him big. You like him big, in my humble opinion.
It ain't about that I like him big. It can be average, but you just got to know what to do with it. And, with Corday, it just was something about him that just immediately turned me off.
Well, wow. I
wish him the best in his creativeness. And, sorry it didn't work out between him and Gstatus. And I hope that, he'll make it one day.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Sherrod, for coming on the Wiley Show. The greatest show on the planet, in my humble opinion. Thank you for the love. And I know you were hungry eating your apples and at least you eating fruit. But you say you're trying to gain weight, so you should be eating some steak and stuff.
Listen, I try, but I just have to accept that I'm a slim built brother. My dad is slim. As long as I look good and I'm healthy, that's all that fucking matters. I have a nice booty. I have a nice penis.
Yes.
I'm good.
And I'm trying to get to your side. I'm thick as out.
Listen, but thick is in and dark skin is in now, okay?
Yes. I cannot wait to get to Atlanta because the last time I was a fucking Lyft driver. I think he was an Uber or Lyft driver, and I thought he was a dominant top, but he was a bottom. And I it's just something in the air in Atlanta just make me very, very horny. And I know I cannot survive in Atlanta. I can't survive in Atlanta. I'm highly distracted.
Very, very horny.
It does. It's just like, it was like some in the air, like, woo. And I'm like, no, I can't do Atlanta. But I would love to interview people, but just doing a show, no. I keep focused this way.
Well, definitely, you'll definitely get a lot of more people on here. So we're going to keep rocking.
Yes.
These ratings up. And y'all stay tuned for the next episode.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Sherrod, for coming on.
Thank you, love. See you soon.
Okay, now.
All right.
Yeah, so I see y'all in the comments. This was incredible. The show, Gstatus, ATL also on the show. We do a good job. It looked like I'm going to come back to StreamYard because StreamYard don't have these technical difficulties. The level's good. The quality, I got my Blue Yeti. I'm so in love with you. And I don't know what to do. Because you make me feel so brand new. Okay, so This was incredible. This was incredible. I see y'all in the chat. Can y'all hear me good? It just sounds good. But one of my producers purchased this Blue Yeti. They purchased it. Ben had it, and it was just been looking at me. And so I think I'm gonna just keep the Blue Yeti. And I like streaming, and I actually like OBS. But OBS, the levels. OBS is more so you have to make sure your levels is right. You have to make sure everything is together because you don't want to be sounding like all that type of way. But it was a great interview. And I want to thank all of my producers. Thank you to my mods, my Mouth Open. Thank you to Dave. Thank you to Almond Brown. Thank you to B Scales. Thank you to Blue Skies. Thank you to J Real, Puppy Love, Nurse Nicole, all of the mods. D1. It's a lot of y'all. I think I named them all. I think I named all the mods. Because it's a lot of mods that we have. I think we're growing. I do believe that we have about 10 moderators. I think we're almost at 10 moderators. Okay. I think we're at 10, almost at 10 moderators. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments how many moderators we have in here. But it's a lot of us for it. So, yeah, we got almost about 10 moderators. Okay, 10 moderators. Y'all talking about y'all when we had this song, but y'all got I was getting dragged by people in Babe Nation, girl. Almond Brown. I did announce Almond Brown. So I think that was everybody. So because last time I did the song, but we working on it, everybody. I can't do the song every episode, okay? But this was a good show. Thank you all so very much for tuning into this episode. Make sure y'all review it. Let me make sure how many people viewed the last video. Let's see the views on there. Because I know the sounds were terrible, but y'all were waiting on me going live. That because that thumbnail was together. I know I already know I'm gonna get dragged after this. Oh, I didn't get my ultimate goal, but it's okay. It's okay. Y'all watched it though. Okay. Thank you all for that. Because YouTube for they have doing a review and stuff like that. But thank y'all so much. I'm gonna go because I don't even think y'all can hear the song if I play it because I got my Blue Yeti. Okay, let me see if they can hear the song if I play it. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know. I don't think they can hear it. Can you hear it? Let me see. Can y'all hear the song? I don't know if y'all can hear it. If y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? Probably not. Can y'all hear it? I don't know if they can hear it. Because I probably got to put up my speaker and stuff. I can hear it in my headphones. Let me see. They probably can't hear the song because it's just playing in my ear. Yeah. Oh no, they can't. No, y'all can't hear it. So I gotta play. I gotta plug it up to my speaker. So I gotta get like a splinter in order for y'all to hear it. And everything is like internal. So I gotta plug something in this hole and just do it. So it's no sound for the song, okay? So we're not cleaning up, okay? We ain't gonna be cleaning up today. Maybe I just do the cleanup only for since y'all love it so much. I might have to do that for Patreon only. So we probably got to get into the studio. I got to find a studio to get me up in quick, fast, in a hurry. So I'm going to be looking for it. Oh, so y'all can't hear it, which is a good thing. They said unplug the headphones. Okay, if I unplug the headphones. Okay, can y'all hear it now if I unplug the headphones? Let me see. I probably have to plug it up into my speaker. That's in a hurry. So I'm going to be looking. Let me see. Oh, so y'all can't hear it. Let me see. Let me see if I unplug the headphones. Okay, if I unplug the headphones. Yes. Okay, can y'all hear it now if I unplug the headphones? No, because no. Oh no. I know it had to be done. I'm sorry. I know what had to be done. I have to No, I know it had to be done because I'm using a USB. I have to put a splinter so it can go, so whatever's in can come out, so y'all can hear it into my speaker and stuff. So I'm gonna try to resolve it for next week. Yeah, put the phone to the. Oh yeah, I'll probably have to put the phone to the mic and do all that, but y'all really you need a sound bar and extra USB. Yeah, so it's good. We gonna have to have that for Patreon because y'all really love it. And I got to get into some Patreon stuff on Monday, and man, we almost on Monday. So we're almost on Monday. So I can't wait. We're on Monday, almost on Monday. So Monday night we will be getting into some things over there. So thank you all so very much. Also, thank you to the donations because you all keep these after shows going. So thank you to people that have donated. I want to give a special shout out to my sponsor today. Y'all keep these after shows going. Y'all keep the shows going. The Blue Yeti, etc. Thank you to the sponsor for paying for StreamYard because this is the premium package that we have. So we thank you all so much for that. For that. So I probably just do the cleanup stuff over there. But this was a good interview. Thank y'all. Mm-hmm. Yes. Somebody say, "Are you scared?" No, I'm not scared. I'm scared. Scared of what? White. Please, no. But no, I'm not scared at all. Sure. We had a good old time today. Good content. I think I'm done for today. I think I'm done for the content. Ain't nothing else been going on. Let me see if nothing been popping because I could really tell when it's good content. People be DMing me stuff. Nobody DM me nothing today, but a couple of stories. So it ain't been nothing really been popping today. Oh, a lot of folks, some of y'all don't know how to tweet. So let me go on Twitter. So let me screen share this really quickly. Let me do something really quickly. And when you screen share and you go to Twitter, and this is Twitter, as you all can see, you tweet. So you could be like, "I love the Wiley Show." You know what I'm saying? You tweet, you put that, and you could boom. And that's how you do it. Then this is, who is this? Wait a minute. This Andrew Carwell. Let's play this. I don't think they'll be able to hear it. When you screen, no, you ain't gonna be able to hear it. And y'all see that's Andrew Carwell right there. Y'all see that's Andrew Carwell right there. Do y'all see that? Y'all had to plug my speaker up for that. Y'all see that, don't y'all? Baby, ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna be sitting there arguing like that. That roller going around. Look at it. Oh my God. That was a key. See, on Twitter, you catches everything. On Twitter, you catches. I be getting half of the time. I be getting the tea before y'all get it because I'll be on Twitter. So again, create your account and tweet and add us right there. Create your account, and when you create an account, you can just tweet me. So it's easy. Go to twitter.com and you set up your name. What I think that you should do, have it the same as your YouTube name, or you could do it something else like that. Okay. But what he was saying is, I'll get out of my face. I can do what I want to do. He cussed him and said, "I will F you up." Yes, he did. He said all that. Okay. Yes. What was that? Where's Fiji? Dang, I didn't put, what's my guest Twitter name? He had gave me his Twitter name and I forgot. If y'all have his Twitter, because I be forgetting stuff so quick because I wanted to tweet that he had came on the show. So if you want to tweet me, you can @Wiley Show. Okay. Let me make sure because I got to be careful because on my Twitter, everybody and their mama be down there on my Twitter. And you can tweet me at Wiley Show, WILEYSHOW. Okay. And you already know Rona and all that stuff is going on. So I'm like, what in the world are you doing outside without your mask? It is not, a mask is not to cover up your chin. A mask is to cover up your face and your nostrils. Right? That, you know what I'm saying? So we need some more tweets because a lot of my people, I understand why a lot of my people don't tweet because they're not, I don't have a youthful, like, you know, my audience. We're still building. Another thing too, I'm still building. So if y'all come over there, y'all come over there. But we still doing it. XX don't show it. Yeah, because I be having a lot on my, I follow everybody on Twitter, and baby, they show everything on Twitter. Everything, baby, everything they show on Twitter. Thank you. Thank you, Laserbox. They show everything on Twitter. I mean, everything. I can't even show you the Fiji Twitter. Man, his Twitter, man. I can't even show you his Twitter account. Man, please. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I can't show y'all his Twitter. Man, I can't show y'all his Twitter. Man, please, you. Man, please. Man, not that Twitter. Okay. Not that Twitter. Okay. I seen all that. These people will be something like, I see everybody's Twitter account. These people talking about, oh, you know, such and such got a Twitter. He got an OnlyFans, baby. I've been seeing all that type of stuff. I'm not, you know, I ain't impressed. Once you come out and you say that you have some, I ain't impressed to go check out for what. I could say a lot. I'm gonna just keep to myself. I'll talk about that on OnlyFans. I mean, not OnlyFans. I'll talk about that on I'll talk about that on Patreon. Sure, ain't nowhere in the world. After you got through saying that, I don't want to see that for what? I'm definitely gonna put I'm gonna have I'm gonna just keep that right then and there. All these sites. My favorite is YouTube, and I use Facebook group for Facebook mess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's on there, unless I like go viral on there and stuff like that. But you all have been doing very great, you know, watching the content on YouTube and stuff. So because it's a lot. It's a lot to compete to do all these shows. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of apps. You know, it's a lot of apps. Like I was thinking about doing like the members only live too, but then I was like, I like Patreon because for the other ideas that I have, because they are already on there. Can you send me any exercise? I can't. Who's that? Okay. They said makes the OnlyFans. Swear to God, I just said that to my vid. Can't manage all these sites. My favorite is YouTube. Yeah, so it's hard. Like I just like YouTube and stuff like that. I like you. Patreon is a blessing for them to come on Patreon, which is Patreon is YouTube technically because you still go live on YouTube. How open are you about your sexuality? Somebody asked me that. I'm about to get into that now. Right now, I'm proud of that. Patreon. We get into it all on Patreon. So join my Patreon. Thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. Love you all. Shout out. Support you all. Thank you all for y'all support. Gotta go. I'm about to go fry me some tilapia. I think I can fry it because yesterday I fried me some tilapia yesterday. I want to fry me some tilapia. So definitely want to fry me a couple of tilapia, like for real. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fry me some tilapia today. I was baking it, but I retreat if you ask. I'm not into all those apps. I understand. I get it. My audience, we're still building. We have a very, you know what I'm saying, couple of thousand of y'all watch our videos, which is great. We're building, and that's like my focus. Like I can't lose focus and everything like that and say, oh, stay tuned. Like, no, like I gotta stay focused on what I have now until like I get to 6 million, then we can get to our next feature. You know, you got to get to like a whole nother thing. But we thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all so much. I will see y'all later with another episode. Look at the green screen. We got the green screen. It look like the quality a little bit better. Is I'm yellow looking? Hold on. Let me see the quality. And we see how this quality look. Is I'm yellow looking? Oh, I'm looking pretty good today. And night is better. Is better. I'm gonna have to like darken this room up because I'm right by a window. Look like the quality is good. It look like the quality is good. No, I'm gonna fry me some tilapia. I'm gonna fry it. I might go live on Patreon and fry it. But frying that is like 5 minutes to fry it. 5 minutes to fry it. So I'll see y'all on Monday night. Oh, the quality is better. I don't know what I did. I think I got these lights set up. Man, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm gonna see what next video we gonna talk about. I gotta find me some more content. Let me see what Storm talked about because I watch Storm a lot. They say I be copying them. I watch Storm a lot. Hello. I watch Storm a lot. Buttercup is okay for what she is. Okay. But you know, y'all pray for Buttercup. You know, Buttercup heart is, you know, we were talking today. She can't do too much physical work. They're monitoring her heart and her breathing. Like right now, I can hear her breathe very, very heavily and stuff. And, you know, so, you know, I really feel for Buttercup, and Buttercup love the walking. She'd be like, but she can't do it. So right now I just take her out for a little walk for like 1-2 minutes till she relieve herself, and then bring her back. And just bring her back and stuff like that. They don't want her just around, just running and all that. They don't want her that, you know, and they said some things. So they're monitoring and running more tests on her and stuff. And, you know, dogs are expensive. And that's not my dog, but I spend more time than her than anybody. You know, I love Buttercup. You know, I didn't fell in love with the dog first. Couldn't stand the dog, but fell in love with Buttercup. Because, you know, I'll be walking her, you know, I'll be talking to Buttercup. Most of the time, Buttercup be my audience when I'm sitting talking before I do a show and stuff. So definitely pray for Buttercup. Definitely pray for Buttercup. And I might go back live again. I got to see what else more to talk about because ain't nothing going on out there. Oh wow, y'all was watching me on Facebook. I forgot. See, one thing about StreamYard, you can go on Facebook. I should have shared this because I'm trying to get a check on Facebook too. Yes, thank you all so very much for that. Woo. Oh, this shit got my booty cheeks sore. Shout out to everybody. I will see y'all soon. Let me go. This is a good reunion show. This is a good reunion.